Hi, parents. Dr. Matt here from PwC Chiropractic. Do you ever feel like your kiddos like a bull in the china shop at just the wrong times? Either the grocery store, whether you're in the car and driving, at the coffee shop. Well, I have four boys, and trust me, I have been there. That can leave you questioning what to do, how to act, how to respond, or just what's going wrong, right? And a lot of times we feel it in our gut that, okay, there's maybe a little bit more to this. Well, that's why I wanted to do this recording for you today, because we actually help quite a bit of families and kids with these behavioral challenges that can then lead to less meltdowns, less overwhelming behavior. And there's really two ways of looking at this. And my guess is you've probably tried the first one. You can look at what's coming from the internal environment inside their body or what's coming from the external environment. A lot of times that external side is easy to look for because that's a lot of times the loud noises, the big crowds, the overall social stimulation, the overwhelm that comes in from the environment. When kids get overwhelmed that way, it's easier to say, okay, how do I take some of those kid things away to make life easier? But what if you can't, right? If they're in a big classroom, if they're at a sporting event, if they're playing a sport, we can't always take those away as parents. And so we have to find ways to help them to better respond to those things. And so what do? If it's something from the external environment, what we're going to do is we're going to maybe add in something like that's where blue light glasses can help. Getting overwhelmed from light, weighted blankets can help. Going to a quiet space, getting kids outside and moving a little bit more and running around. Something is as simple as taking away less fast visual input and maybe making them read a book or do something slower can help calm them down too. But as parents, a lot of times we don't have this opportunity to do that because our lives are just busy. So that leads me to what if all of this extra energy, all of this extra stress is coming from them on the inside? What if it's their body that's overfueling their brain? And that's why I made this slide and I wanted to show you guys this because we've had a lot of kids come in with that exact struggle where it's their body that's overfueling their brain. This is a 7-year-old that we took care of a little bit ago. Won't mention their name, but it was a 7-year-old boy. As you can see, struggling in school, struggling with sensory, struggling with emotional outbursts. And these are what we call his scans. These are the technology we use in our office to measure where the stress is, where the stress and tension is. What's interesting about this first scan, the top scan that we do, that's called an EMG. That's simply looking at the muscular energy, the muscular tension that's in the body that's fueled by that nervous system, the body connecting to the brain. So when the body's way overwhelmed and has a lot of energy, when it has a lot of those red bars on that scan, which it does on that first one, that's all excess. That's all too much energy. That's too much tension. And all that is signaling up to the brain saying, hey, brain, I need to go fast. I need to move. I can't stop. I can't slow down. So chances are, if we throw a curveball at them, like clean your room, do your homework, sit still in class, they're not going to respond really well to it. So as we start to care for these kids, it's amazing because we see that tension come off the system and that red turns to white. And what that really means when it's white is there's less energy in their body, there's more organization in their body. So then all those signals going up to the brain are being received better. So it's easier for them to adapt to what's around them. That means it's easier to adapt to, when you have to transition real quick to something, when you have to take something away, when you tell them, hey, we can't watch YouTube right now, and it ends in a normal meltdown, it's easier for them to respond to that. Now, will they not like it? Probably not. If they're 7 years old, they won't. I know that from my four boys, but a lot of times it's a quicker transition than that bull in the china shop, freak out mode that ends in a meltdown that doesn't last all afternoon. So that's why I want to show you the scan, is how we can help kids to calm their body to help their brain be calm. The second scan here on the bottom, and I wanted to just introduce this real quick. This is really cool that we can read this on kids because a lot of kids don't necessarily tell us how they're doing or how they're feeling, but we know when they're having these outbursts, when they're melting down, when they're not behaving well. It's not that they don't want to behave well. They really do. In their heart of hearts, you ask a lot of them and they're like, I don't know why I freak out about it. I just do. Well, this scan is what we call the HRV, the heart rate variability. It's not a heart test. It's actually a nervous system test. And what it does is it looks at how the body is handling stress from the external environment. So on this first one, on the left-hand side here, you can see that little white dot way down and to the left. Now, on this scan, we want to be inside that green box. When we're down and to the left, it tells us two things. One, it tells us our body is working way, way too hard to handle the stress in the environment. And when it's over to the left, it tells our nervous system that we're actually going way too fast. We're more on that gas pedal. We're more on okay, I got to be more in protection mode. I got to go really fast. So it's the fast side. And then when it's lower, it means it's tired too. And you can see that with this kiddo, this 7-year-old, what's really cool is as we started to take tension off of his nervous system, off of his body that's fueling the brain, you saw this start to move up with it. What that means is on this last scan after a few months, he's more adaptable. He's more able to respond to transitions, behavioral challenges. And you can see here are some of the cool things that happen: better emotional regulation, better education, sitting through his classes, straight A student. He's more comfortable. He's able to adapt to his environment better. And that's really how the brain and body work together well. So if you're a parent and you've been going after this, all from, okay, what do I need to do to help them adapt better to things in their environment with glasses and blankets and things like that, I'm sure that's helped. But if it's not helping all the way, we'd love to connect with you, get these tests done, get these scans done, because that, I believe, can really help your family, just like we've helped so many kids within our community to help their nervous system really get calm, so then their brain's calm. That's not only easier for them, but that's so much easier for you. Now, I know that everyone's situation is unique. So if we can help in any way, we would love to connect. We'd love to get our team on it and find out exactly how we can help do these scans and help you guys. Hope you're doing well. Look forward to talking with you soon. Take care, guys.